Hey, hi, my name is Ricky Marine, and this is my MPX POL presentation. So, the first thing that I thought I learned was about collaboration. So Socratic Circles really taught me to collaborate with others because we were always talking about and discussing different opinions, different thoughts about what we did or what we thought about the book that we read. So I really had to think about what other people's opinions, and it could totally change my way of looking at the book because of so many different opinions and thoughts. So sometimes we did not know what to talk about, and we had to use a prompt for this. And when we did that, we really had to go back through our book and talk about it with others, and really go in detail with everybody, so everyone feels like we're on the same page. Okay. So my second one was teamwork, and I thought my infographics really helped teamwork because it is a really big part in the MPX program, and sometimes we had to work on our infographics by ourselves, but for the most part we worked as a group, and we had to make this one paper or document, and we really, everyone in the group had to come together, and everyone had an idea, so we had to work together to figure out what we're going to do. So that could be hard sometimes because each person might have a different idea and thinks it's the most great idea ever. And some people have to make sacrifices in that so that everyone feels good about what they're doing. So that improved my teamwork skills because it could really be a challenge, and it was a challenge to me because I can be hard-headed about some things, and maybe I might think my idea is great, but then the whole group might not. So, and my second one for teamwork was the ancient Greece debate. So I thought this one was especially important assignment because this was a war treaty, and it really tested teamwork because we had what we wanted to accomplish on a sheet of paper, but there was different ways that we could accomplish that goal by talking it over with our group. And we argued and we're very loud, so we did need to come together and just take a deep breath and be like, okay, these are the things we need to do. We need to work together to find out what we want and to achieve and sign this peace treaty for the ancient Greeks. Okay, so next. So my third one was working effectively, and so I thought we were working really effectively when we were building our hydroponic system frame. And this is not a picture of our group because we did not get a picture when we were building our frame. But it taught me to work effectively because this was actually really important. It was a really important assignment of the hydroponic system. It's pretty much basing everything that we learned and making a table, not just writing a paper. And we can on a paper we can always change and redo it, but on this was actually important. So all of us had to focus and buckle down and work really effectively to finish the table and to make sure that it was almost perfect. So our first hydroponic system frame was all right. It wasn't the best. It was wobbly. There was some issues with it, but then we learned from that. By the time we did our second one, we knew what we needed to do, and we really had to show that we know what we're doing and try to make the best frame possible. So in the end, we actually did make a really good frame, and that's gonna last us for the rest of the year. Okay. So for communication, I thought peer feedback taught me to communicate my voice and my opinions to other people in a critical and effective way so that other people can learn from what you are saying and can benefit as well as them also. So when we were first doing peer feedback in the beginning of the year, I didn't know too many people, so it can be kind of hard to give critical and possibly sometimes negative, sometimes positive feedback. So by the time that I finished the semester, or almost finished the semester, when we're doing peer feedback, I could talk to anybody. I could tell them, "Oh, I thought this was great about yours. You need to work better on this." So an example of this was when I wrote my report for my Heroes project, and I thought it was pretty good. I didn't really check it too much, but then when I got peer feedback, someone basically said, "Well, it's great and all, but your whole paper is pretty much repeating itself." So it made me look over and over again on that paper and say, "Wow, I really need to redo this paper and make sure that it's not saying things over and over again." So by the time I did that, I gave it another chance on my peer feedback, and they read it and were like, "Wow, it's a lot better than your first draft because you actually spent time to check it to make sure everything you're saying was accurate and made sense. It wasn't repeating itself." So that really helped me with peer feedback and communicating with others. Okay, so my last one was working independently, and I felt that when we had to research in Mr. Kaneko's class, that really helped with working independently because we had a topic we had to research, and we had our group. We were still in groups, but each one of us individually had to go and we had to research a certain topic and find out what we needed to know. So this was really important because I knew that if someone, just one person messed up, our whole team would be screwed. So all of us had an important job and we need to finish it by a certain deadline, or else we would not be ready for class. We would not be ready for the future issues that will come. And it really helped me because I knew that I had to work hard by myself and not get distracted. Even though sometimes I did get distracted and was slacking off, so then I had to really check myself on that. So my second one was reflection blogs. And so our reflection blogs taught me to be independent because no one else, I needed no one else's opinion. I needed no one else to tell me what is going into this. I had what was needed, and it was pretty much all my opinions and all what I learned and everything. It's all I, so it's not what the whole group learned. It taught me I need to think about everything that we learned and put it into this 3-paragraph blog, and to make sure that it is great and it has a lot of potential. Alright, thank you for listening.
Any questions for Ricky?
I have a comment.
Okay.
I could tell that you really prepared because when you were speaking, it was really like professional, and you could tell that you knew what you were gonna say. And I liked how you talked about your challenges a lot because it showed how, like, not only what you learned, but how you improved.
Thank you.
Ricky, what was the most difficult part about this POL process for you?
I think it was to find the artifacts that best suited it because we did so many things that pretty much encompassed almost everything in here because we did so much group work. So it was based on me to choose what best fitted. So that's what I thought.
Thank you, Ricky.